Hey guys, this is Harshit. Welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I recorded another video, and as you can see, we're in a completely different setup. In a completely different place, and I'm currently on my Mac Mini M2, where I have already installed local models, and now I'm also going to show you how you guys can do this. But firstly, what are the use cases of installing large language models locally on your computer? There can be a couple of use cases. So the first one could be privacy. You don't want OpenAI or Claude to train on your inputs, right? The other one could be if you're stuck somewhere outside, you don't have access to internet, and you really want to ask something and brainstorm something. With AI, you can directly do it with local models. So now let's get started, and I'll be showing you guys how you can download models directly on your Mac using Ollama. So Ollama is a platform where you can download these local models, and there are a couple of options: Mac OS, Linux, and Windows. I'm just going to go ahead and click on Mac OS, and it's going to take a while to download, but I actually have it downloaded on my Mac currently, and you can see that in the applications right now. And once you download it, you'll see Ollama here, and all you have to do is, you don't even have to open this. All you have to do is just go to the terminal. You just have to go to the terminal. It can be any terminal. Right now, I've just gone onto Cursor. Right now. But you can also use the terminal that's provided by Mac itself, right? You can just go and use the this terminal as well, right? You can directly do that as well. But instead, I've just gone on to Cursor. This is also terminal. So the process is super simple. First, once you've downloaded Ollama on your Mac, you're simply going to go ahead and then open the library. The library is where you have a ton of open source models which you can directly use and download the models. So for your computer, if you really have to know the specifications, you can directly go onto Perplexity. Let's say I just go onto Perplexity and I just ask, I have a base model Mac Mini M2. I want to download Qwen 2.5. What parameters would you recommend? And you can directly ask the same questions about any model that you want to install. And I want to install Qwen 2.5 Coder because I'm currently in the process of creating models, agentic models where the agents are going to do all the work for me. And I'll be using Qwen 2.5 Coder and Llama 3.1 by Meta. But as you can see, there are a couple of parameters here, right? So if you just go into Qwen 2.5, there are a couple of parameters here. There's 0.5 billion, 1.5 billion, 3.5, 3, 7, 14, and 32. So these are billions of parameters. The bigger the parameters, the better your output, the better the context. But there's the catch. The catch is that you need that amount of computation power. It would either be in a big CPU or a big PC where you would actually need NVIDIA 4080, actually a couple of those graphic cards to even remotely use these properly. So for 32 billion parameters, you can't do that with even 3090 NVIDIA graphic card. But because I'm on my Mac Mini and I just have 8 gigs of RAM, what I've done is I just went and asked Perplexity, and Perplexity has given this long ass answer where I don't know what it clearly says, or it doesn't give us a proper output. So I just went in and asked Cursor, and Cursor gives me a proper answer here. So for local model selection and setup for your Mac Mini M2 base model with 8 gigs of RAM, here's the optimal choices. So for Qwen 2.4, the recommended is 4 billion and not 32 billion parameters. The reason 32 billion parameters would require 64 gigs of RAM, and the 4 billion variant offers good performance while being manageable on my hardware. And the same thing for Llama 2. Alright, so I haven't installed Llama 2. I've installed Llama 3.1, 8 billion parameters. That took around 4.7 GB of memory, and this is how you install, right? So all you have to do is so you can directly skip this. You can skip this command because you've already installed using the zip file. And now I'm actually done installing, so I'll just place it here. Let me just delete some other files as well. That's all right. So you can directly skip this one, and now all you have to do is just do Ollama pull Llama 2 7B chat if you want to do Llama 2. But in my case, what I did was I just clicked on Llama 3.1 8 billion parameters, and then I just copied this and then ran that on my cursor terminal. As you can see, I've just ran that on my cursor terminal, and then it installed all of this completely. It was around 4.7 GB of memory, and after that's done, I just asked it a question, hey, are you AI? And then it even replied with, hey, yes, it's an AI model, right? So I can actually just do the same thing again. So I can just ask it something important like, okay, maybe let's just ask it to tell us a joke. Tell me a joke on humanity, extinction, and AI. So now, as you can see, it's actually generating the answer. Right now, if you clearly observe, it's taking a little bit of time because it's using this computation power and also taking a little bit of space here. Alright, so now that I've just noticed that there was a slight lag, and I'm pretty sure it's because I only have 8 gigs of memory and I'm doing multiple tasks here. I'm doing the whole asking question and also doing screen recording, and I think that's the reason why it was taking a little bit of time. Alright, so I don't want to mess this video up because I already messed up a complete video, but I did live demonstration, so I let this video just be here. I think this is fine, and the same way I also did Ollama run Qwen 2.5 coder as well, right? Now I was able to code. I was able to install the coder as well. So now imagine if you want to do uncensored models, right? You can basically even download uncensored models. That means you can ask anything without any kind of restrictions. And not a lot of models allow you to do that, right? Imagine you can ask any kind of questions. No limitations, any kind of questions. That's actually possible, and everything is going to be private on your local computer. So I think that's all for the video for now. See you guys in the next video, and tune in for something. So I actually found out a cool tool for proxies. I'll be sharing that with you guys in the next video as well. And also my no coder series. That's pending. Let's work on that too.